What's up, fam? I want y'all to take a look at this screenshot here. This is from Scarface Woods, who is GloRilla's sister. Now, she's been in the news this entire week, going off on her sister about not helping the family. That the family is struggling, borrowing money from each other, barely pay bills, and GloRilla is not helping them all at all. Now, other family members have came out and said that no, GloRilla helps out a whole lot more than what this so-called sister is saying. Matter of fact, GloRilla showed a screenshot of a text message conversation her and her mother had, where her mother was thanking her for how much she's helped out all the time, and she hate to ask her because she does so much. But when you need it. This, that, and third. But I want y'all to look at this screenshot again while I read this article. It says Victoria Woods, which is, I guess, his Scarface, alleges Tory Lanez sent her $2,500 as Clarissa Shields seemingly weighs in on her back and forth with GloRilla. This is from newsbreak.com. And it reads, woo. Tory Lanez might be sending cash, but Clarissa Shields is making it clear that money and family don't always mix. The two-time Olympic gold medalist and undefeated boxing champion is speaking her truth after a long-time family struggles. And she's not holding back, especially after GloRilla's sister, Victoria Woods, called out her own sibling for allegedly skipping on family support. Victoria Scarface Woods took to her Facebook Friday, February 6th, and shared an alleged screenshot showing that Tory Lanez sent her the $2,500 she asked from her sister GloRilla to repair the relationship. Now, anybody who asks for money to repair a relationship is full of it. Matter of fact, she didn't ask for $2,500. She said $2,500 a piece. Probably just couldn't hear it because of her slang and her twang. But she said $2,500 a piece, I guess, for all her family members, and everybody will be happy, which ain't nothing. So, which is kind of let you know that she is one of them leeching family members. Just that's what her family member says. She's like a person that steals a lot and misuses money and stuff like that. Kind of throw it off. But anyway, in the caption, she wrote, "He didn't want me to post this, but your boy heard about the situation all the way in jail. Tory Lanez, thank you." Alongside a screenshot of Tory's Instagram message from Tory. "If you're actually effed up and really tripping about 2,500, I'll send it to you, gang. I know how it feels not to have ish while needing it. I hope God bless you." I think that was kind of a slight, and she might didn't really understand it, but it is what it is. She just saw that money and just happy. He said he added LMK, which probably means let me know, making it clear that he wants to help while weighing in from afar along with the $2,500 Apple Pay transfer. How he did it from jail, I have no idea. Hours before this on Facebook, Clarissa went off in a post that's part life lesson, part reality check. "I don't care how rich I am. I don't owe anybody nothing," Shields wrote. "If I decide to help you, you better appreciate it." I agree wholeheartedly. If somebody is helping you in a situation, you should always say thank you. Not saying you owe me anything. Not saying you got to pay it back unless that's the agreement that we had. But act like you appreciate it. Show some respect when it comes to me and what I've done for you. Continue. She made it clear that financial support should be a choice, not a given, even if your family and you and your family had it hard together. According to Clarissa, you can buy cars, houses, help with bills, or even pitch in for the kids, and some people still won't respect or appreciate it. Exactly. Because the one time you say no or the one time you can't do it, boy, they hate you. It's crazy, right? You can help them 999 times, but the one time that you couldn't help them for whatever reason, either you didn't have it, or just got tired of doing it, you the worst person in the world. They don't say, I understand. You came through for me all these times, and I did nothing with it, so I get it. But no, you ain't gonna hear that. Her advice: if you want to be rich and famous, work for it. Period. Like I said, I didn't hear GloRilla's sister say anything about using that money to go to school, to learn a trade so she can get off that FedEx line so she can go make her own career, make good money, and maybe she can help the family out. You know what I'm saying? Pay it forward. Okay, so now it says Clarissa has been open in the past about why she stopped helping her family, revealing that jealousy and resentment from her sister played a big role. Amazing. Now, her latest statement lands right after GloRilla's sister, Victoria Woods, publicly called out her own sibling for allegedly not sharing the wealth. And Clarissa's words hit like a jab straight to the heart of family entitlement debates. Once the post hit, folks ran straight to the shade room Instagram comments to throw in their 2 cents. Some admitted this was the first time they actually agreed with Clarissa, while others reminded everyone that nobody is entitled to anyone's success or money. Of course, a few couldn't help but clap back, saying, if you struggle together, then you're definitely eating together. One Instagram user at Social Natrosha said, the biggest betrayal comes from those who are close to you, including family. I agree. But Instagram user at Mel Weezy commented, only people with pure hearts help people out. Yes, that is true. But you got people who use your kindness for weakness. You got people that see that you will help them out, have no problem lending them money, lending them time, lending them a cup of sugar, but they will continue to use you to maintain the lifestyle that they have instead of using it to get better or to improve. That's where the problem comes in with pure hearts. Meanwhile, Instagram user at NayBBYY, baby, reveal, I don't care. If I make it, my family makes it too. I get that. I mean, I understand what they're saying, but like Richard Pryor said back in the Richard Pryor show back in the 70s when he played this preacher, and he said, it's easy for you to say this because you don't have these things. So basically, it's easy for people without money to say what they would do with money, because you'll see people like MC Hammer, who he say he still got some money, but he say he lost a lot of money with bad investments, trying to help people out with bad business investments, deals, ideas, and trying to get everybody out the hood, but nobody is doing anything to stay out the hood. People still got ties to the hood, still doing street stuff, and he just wasting his money. That's the problem you run into, which is why you just can't always give to people. Because if you give everything but in your last dime, people will love to welcome you back to the struggle. You know, use it up. We all had a good time. Now, now we back struggling again. I don't understand that type of thinking. If I make it, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to use what my resources to help the next person create and build off of resources so they can be a resource to somebody else, preferably their family, kids, parents, or what have you. Not use my resources so you can still do what you're doing, which ain't about nothing. And then with all my resources gone, who am I gonna be able to turn to? But I had everything I needed, just need to use it wisely. But yet I used it on somebody who could care less. Probably was jealous of what I had and wanted to take everything from it so I can get right back to where they at. While Instagram user at that tattooed chick Gold Z wrote every word she said. Whatever. And Instagram user at IB Mimi shared, the more you do, the more they hate you. Yeah, that's true. Because I say, I do say no one time because they get used to it. They get used to it and they get further in debt, further in the hole. And then when you say no, now they can't climb out that hole. Because as long as you're helping them, they can still maintain a lifestyle. But like I say, on the other end, still digging a hole deeper and deeper and deeper. Instead of using what you gave them to try to build up and get up out that hole. You see what I'm saying? Finally, Instagram user at Yellow Game makes noise at it. Damn, first time I agreed with Clarissa. So in the video circulating online, Victoria Scarface Woods called out her sister GloRilla for allegedly skipping on household expenses while her mom still grinds at FedEx. Scarface didn't hold back, pointed out that GloRilla has 10 siblings. Damn. She allegedly hasn't helped financially. Probably ain't got the money. That's the thing about it. A lot of these rappers look like they got money, but they really ain't got that money. Which is why she out there in California, wherever, trying to date this basketball player because he got guaranteed millions. It's kind of like your girl, Megan Thee Stallion, got that boy Clay Thompson. You know what I'm saying? He got them guaranteed millions. She gonna need to act right with him if she wants, you know what I'm saying, be a part of that and keep that. That's the flex. Leave your sister alone. Let her get out there and make that money. Let her get out there on that stroll, make that money with the NBA players. So that way, then once she get in good and get set, now she can help y'all out later. Because that rap money ain't no money. Shoot, GloRilla will be back sleeping with you on the mattress, peeing in the bed, pretending that it was you. Come on now. Goes to she hasn't helped financially, but somehow finds times to support friends. It even dragged the viral Jaguar gift to the dad, claiming it didn't even have gas, so her parents still need assistance. They she was just acting out. She also shaded GloRilla for staying quiet about the ongoing family needs, leaving fans divided over whether fame should come with automatic family support. While GloRilla hasn't directly responded to the claim, Scarface's allegations have the internet buzzing, with everyone debating what, if anything, stars actually owe their loved ones once they blow up. Blowing up as a star is not the same thing as blowing up financially. I know people. I could tell you that I'm sure I know people who got more money than a lot of stars, a lot of entertainers out there that you see in front of a screen because they don't make a lot of money. It's all papa stance. It's all just, bullcorn, smoke and mirrors. You put a chain on, put nice jewelry, nice makeup, nice outfits, make it look like they got a lot, but they really don't have much. I told y'all before that I actually tried to get into the music business years ago. And I read this book, Donald Pasman's Everything You Need to Know About the Music Business. And I read that book, highlighted everything. And in one of the passages, it shows how much a person could actually make with a decent deal if they sold well, you can put whatever number you want in there, but let's say like a million records. And a person could sell a million records back in them days and be lucky to make $32,000 after the expenses. And this is just on the records. Now we ain't talking about doing shows, appearances where you get paid. Not that. We're talking about record sales. You sell a million records and be lucky to bring home $32,000 from that record total. So there is no, like I said, there's no real money in entertainment unless you really make it big, own your publisher, own the rights to everything, own your name and likeness, all that kind of stuff. So that way the money's coming back to you. But if you don't own it, and GloRilla, who knows? She might be in a 360 deal, so ain't no telling. She probably ain't making a lot of money. But her sister shouldn't be counting her pockets. Her sister grown. She out there getting beat up by a grown man trying to fight a dude that's twice your size. Something wrong with her. Something wrong with her. But a lot of time I feel like people who lives the lifestyle that she lives, if y'all know what I'm talking about, sometimes I think their mind is off anyway because there's a lot of confusion there anyway. Because there's not a lot of acceptance. There's a lot of rejection. Sometimes forced acceptance, and they can feel it. They understand it. So they're confused and they ain't happy and they're just trying to figure it out. That's the way I feel. And this right here, she's no different. But anyway, no, if you got money, you don't owe nobody anything except your kids, your minor kids. You owe them because they didn't choose to be here. So you're supposed to do everything you can to give them the best life, not you, them, while they're under your care. But you raise them to be grown men and women in the process. Beyond that, and your parents too, when they get older, they need to be taken care of. So now it's time to flip and you make sure they're taken care of in their later years. Other than that, everybody else, unless they're just physically unable, mentally, physically unable to do for themselves, got some kind of disease that they can't control. They had no control over. I mean, everybody else you owe nothing to. Nothing to. If they walk around, they got 10 fingers, 10 toes, and in their right mind, they can get out there and get themselves anyway. Tell me what you think about this story. Leave your comments below, share with the world. Let's have an intelligent conversation. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those four things cost you maybe a couple of minutes out of your day, but it means the world to us here at this channel. And with that being said, I leave you in peace and love, and I'll see you on the other side.